Imagine the dust settling on a battlefield, hours after the initial clash. Armies decimated, heroes slumped against weary shields, magic users drained to their last spark. Yet, amidst the quiet desolation, one figure still moves with an almost disturbing ease. His posture is unwavering, his gaze sharp, a subtle smirk playing on his lips, as if the arduous conflict had merely been a pleasant morning stroll. This isn't just resilience, this is something far more profound, an inherent wellspring of vigor that defies mortal and even most Asgardian limits. This is Loki, and what we often perceive as mere trickery or even an unfair advantage is deeply rooted in an extraordinary, almost mythic endurance. We often marvel at Loki's intellect, his sorcery, his silver tongue, but beneath the layers of illusion and deception lies a less celebrated, yet equally formidable truth: his sheer, unyielding stamina. This isn't just about running a long distance or withstand a few blows. We're talking about the ability to exert himself at peak capacity, to conjure intricate illusions, cast powerful offensive and defensive spells, engage in strenuous physical combat, and maintain complex mental manipulations for up to a full 24 hours before the slightest whisper of fatigue dares to touch him. This incredible, almost unbelievable endurance is not merely a quirk of his Jotun physiology. It is profoundly augmented by his frost giant metabolism. Think of it not just as an enhanced recovery rate, but as an engine of relentless efficiency. His body processes energy with an almost perfect equilibrium, drawing sustenance from a deeper, colder well. Where others might burn through their magical reserves or exhaust their physical strength in hours or even minutes during an intense magical duel, Loki's inherent metabolism ensures a steady, uninterrupted flow. His tissues resist the buildup of fatigue-inducing byproducts like lactic acid, his neural pathways remain crisp and unclouded for sustained focus, and his magical reserves, while not infinite, replenish or sustain themselves at a rate that allows for truly prolonged exertion. This unique biological framework means he doesn't just recover faster, he fatigues slower to an astonishing degree. Consider the profound implications of such a gift. In a prolonged magical conflict, while his opponent might be visibly wilting, their incantations losing their potency, Loki would still be weaving complex enchantments with the same precision and power he began with. A physical skirmish that would leave others panting and bruised after an hour might feel to him like merely a warm-up, a light exercise. This allows him to wear down formidable adversaries, not just through superior skill, but through sheer, grinding persistence. He doesn't need to win quickly, he can simply outlast. His meticulously crafted long-term schemes, often spanning days or weeks of intricate planning and execution, become feasible precisely because his own physical and mental reserves are almost limitless within that critical time frame. He can maintain a complex illusion across realms for hours, tirelessly manipulate events from behind the scenes, or engage in a cat-and-mouse game that stretches across vast distances, all without feeling the debilitating effects of exhaustion. This profound stamina is not just a tool for combat, it's a foundational pillar of his identity as the God of Mischief, enabling his grand deceptions and his characteristic theatricality to unfold over extended periods, patiently breaking down his opponent's will. And what does it mean for Loki himself to possess such an extraordinary gift? Does it breed a deeper sense of isolation, knowing that few, if any, could ever truly keep pace with him, either physically or mentally in the long run? Perhaps it fuels his sometimes overbearing arrogance, a quiet certainty that he will always have more time, more energy, more endurance than his adversaries. It certainly shapes his approach to conflict. Why rush when you can patiently unravel your opponent, layer by agonizing layer? This capacity for sustained effort allows him to play the long game, to weave nets of deception that take hours, even days, to fully manifest, knowing he has the inherent capacity to see them through to their fruition. It's a quiet strength, often overshadowed by his more flamboyant magical displays, but it's undeniably present, woven into the very fabric of his being, a constant reminder of his unique frost giant heritage. This endurance is not just a passive ability, it's an active force, shaping his tactics, refining his patience, and ultimately defining his singular brand of mischievous genius. So, the next time you witness Loki still standing, still smirking, long after any other combatant would have collapsed, remember the invisible engine that powers him, his truly immense superhuman stamina. Augmented by his frost giant metabolism, it allows him to engage in prolonged magical and physical conflicts, to plot and scheme for hours on end without tiring easily. It is an often underestimated aspect of his power, yet it is utterly fundamental to his identity and his effectiveness as the God of Mischief. It's what allows him to turn every conflict into an endurance test, a marathon of wit and will, ensuring that he, more often than not, remains the last one standing. What are your thoughts on Loki's incredible endurance? How do you think this particular ability has shaped his most memorable schemes, or even his interactions with others? Share your insights and theories in the comments below. We love hearing from you and diving deeper into these fascinating characters together. If you enjoyed this thoughtful exploration, consider subscribing or following for more discussions like this. Your support helps us continue to bring these stories to life.